Alright guys, so here is my version of the MagnetoSpeed rail mount adapter. So this is the final product. I already have everything Loctited in place. I'm very confident this is going to work really well. So let me go over it piece by piece. The mounting system is just a 1/2 inch 3-slot rail riser. The beauty of using this is you can use it like this with a side mount rail piece, or for you Atlas bipod users, you can dismount your Atlas bipod off the rail, put this riser on there, and mount your Atlas bipod to this rail. So it can sit between your bipod and your forend. Moving forward, this is the arm I'm using. It's a friction arm called the Magic Arm. It's made for DSLR cameras. This particular model has a weight capacity of 22 pounds, 10 kilograms, which is more than strong enough to hold the lightweight bayonet. I drilled and tapped this rail riser 1/4 by 20. That's what the threads are on this arm on both ends. So it's just a simple hole and tapped 1/4 by 20 on this end. On this end, I took a 1/2 inch aluminum rod, drilled and tapped this end, again 1/4 by 20. I milled a flat on both sides of it and drilled a hole to mount to the bayonet. At this point, no modifications have been made to the bayonet. Although, I am really wanting to cut about a 1/2 inch off of this bayonet right up here, so there's more clearance at the barrel. It's not touching right now. There is a gap over here. It's just not enough for my liking. So I'm really confident in this system. I'm sure it's going to work. So I don't mind losing my warranty on the bayonet and cutting a 1/2 inch off of here to increase that clearance. So repeatability. Let's see. Simple tool-free dismount. There you go. I made an alignment rod, my version of an alignment rod, because we're not using the V-groove on the bayonet to align. I took a 1-inch Delrin rod, machined it down to fit the muzzle brake nice and tight, and I calculated how much meat I had to leave on it so it sticks out a 1/4 inch, which is the recommended distance the bayo needs to be. So the way I use this is I just put it in here, line it up this way, line it up this way, and I'm sure that the bullet's not going to strike the bayonet. Once you use this to line this up, pull it out, and that's it. So let me show you guys how you adjust this arm right now. This one knob unlocks all 3 joints, okay? See? You have all the movement you want in any direction. If you have a longer barrel, shorter barrel, you can also mount your rail piece over here further back, or you can make this adapter longer if you have a really long barrel and a really short handguard. So once you bring it up, once you put your alignment rod in, you bring this up to where you want it to go. You start. Just start cranking down on this. That's it. That's it. It's lined up this way, lined up that way. Pull this guy out, and you're ready to shoot. Again, there is no issue with repeatability. This guy is not going to move. It will wiggle a little when you shoot, but it will settle back into place. It is really stiff. Take it out, pop it back on, back exactly where you left it. All in all, I have about $42 invested in this. This was about $9, this was about $33. This aluminum rod I had, and I did my own machining, so that didn't cost me any money. In all honesty, you don't need a mill. I mean, you could just put a flat on a piece of aluminum bar yourself using a grinder or a Dremel. And all you need is a 1/4 by 20 tap and the appropriate size drill bit to tap a hole on this one and on the back end of this rod, and you have yourself your own $42 mount that in my opinion, is a lot more convenient than the other offerings out there. No tools required for mounting and dismounting. No Allen wrenches required. I mean, just completely QD mount and hand tightening a knob. That's it. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you. One thing I forgot to cover in the previous video is if you have a V3 bayonet. I bought the Sporter. I have the Sporter model. This is a non-working bayonet. Magnetospeed was nice enough to send me to spec off of to see how my arm would work on it. If you have the V3 bayonet, you don't have to worry about the clearance issue over here of cutting ½ inch off, because on the V3, this back end is much lower to accommodate suppressors. So that's not an issue with the V3. Also, on the V3, you have this nice hole over here where you could use the same exact mount. I mean, it doesn't have to be any different between the two. The same exact mount with the bracket with the flat milled on it and the hole drilled through it can mount right over here on the V3 bayonet. So same exact thing, same process of making it will work with both the Sporter and the V3 bayonet. All right, that's it.